Hello, this is Dewey Moe from Hammer, Montana. It's on HammerHolidayVillage.com, and today is Tuesday, September 17, 2019, and let me have to take a look at the new HP 81268C running Windows XP. Let's get started over here. What you have to see here is that this HP machine used to run Windows XP. It isn't always this because you're supposed to it. There is designed for Windows XP. It said recently went to a friend's housewarming party, and the previous owner left this Asian machine behind, left this program. So when we got this floppies and audios and network and CD DVD ROM. So there's no assist, you have to see it. Usually have to put that on the fly. So there's no assist, you have to see here is that you have to get this on the fly. So let's go down a little bit. Well, here is the HP Pavilion A1550Y. That's another dispatcher is guaranteed. So here is got the tray. And here's over the heat. You should really look at that. And this is the best part. I love these the backside when this is a warning screen and all kinds of different languages. So USB AU barcode and serial number and stuff. So that's nice. Look at the CPU fans for this HP running A1268C. So we have to spin and it goes on and off, which you have to look at it. And you see this is on the fly. Okay, now let's move on. We're going to take a look now at how Windows XP is running on the HP Pavilion 511N desktop computer. So what you can see here is that they got the CD drive, they got the CD writer plus. And you had to get the down at the bottom here. So that's the floppy drive. You have to see it. And you got the sticker on it. Designed for Windows XP. And you listen to this. It tells us about the front. And here's what it looks like. And there's no always this. You have to see it. And then once you know always this, you have to protect this on the fly. So this is always this here. I'm going to XP performance. At the end. So I can see that way. I used to know always this to get this. I try to get your mouse or adapter or you get the flash drive. So now I use this. You have to see it, and now I always system you have to be performance there. Take the latest, simplest information. So check out this website at uhp.com. So here is the top. The right side with the HP logo right here. So we got the certificate of authenticity. Oh, Windows XP Home Edition. Use it. Obviously, they got the product key on it. I'm gonna want to pause the video and get this. You don't have a Windows XP Home CD key right now. Here's the right side. So here's an always system. You get very similar to the silver Hewlett-Packard logo. It's cute. The actual little hologram in the center of the machine. So you can see that. Let's look up at the back. It's smart and easier things and have to do it like that. That's nice. Talks about NTFS. You got the US barcode here at the bottom. But you know, always says that you got the plugins and you got like the controls, and always says that you have to see it, you have to protect this on the fly. But then you always make sure it about 60% optimal. But this week's you have to see it. You got our. Let's take a close-up view for a sec. the system number. You got the HP Pavilion 500. What always says you have to see here is that you have to put it in, out, and use a microphone. So now comes next. Using the joystick, we got this on how supposed to it, and always doesn't have to see it. We just have to clean, easy, and use the keyboard and the mouse. So that's cool, huh? You should always just have to see it. So look at the desktop. Yeah, you got Windows XP Professional and Official Service Pack 4 on it. You should always just have to see here is that usually they got these icons, such as always have to do it, such as Microsoft Office 2009, Office 2007 on here. Usually always they got the small icons, such as back in 2004, such as Windows Media Player 10, Windows Media Player 8, and it was back in Windows Media Player 10 and 11. If those things use the small icons, you should have to install. They have to upgrade Internet Explorer 7 on here. So that's next. You got this. You got this. You should always say so you have to see it, and you got different health and light solutions at the same time. So USB, you're gonna get the production process. Of course, and I can also. So what I can see here is you got Windows Windows XP Professional Tour and they're not gonna be in with Best for Business. Well, I mean that's it for now. We got Houston obviously you got the keyboard or compact mouse. What you always says that have to see here is that you're gonna have to get this picture view from the other screen. So you have to get this get the yellow tag on it. So that is next. You got the Sears. You got to get the close-up view. It says digital photography ready PC. Intel Celeron. Oh, save $200 on each carrot a month. For Canadian offers, go to www.hp.ca/promo. See store for details. Using always this 24 hours, 7 days a week. You're always listening at the Sears. You got 1.3 gigahertz, 128 megabyte drive, megabytes of RAM. Easy front access to USB ports. See store for details. As you always say, you have to see it that way. I just have to worry about that. Mail and rate. US only. It says create your own music mix with the HP CD Writer, CDRW. So that is next. You got the two stickers and they're gonna be right here. Wow, this smells so pluggable new, huh? So that is next, huh? So we got you get the barcode on your numbers. So you got to see that way. You got the system number and serial number and stuff. So you get out those says you have to see it. Like made in Korea for region and domestic components. You got the HP event logo on it. More fine fun have to see it. CD-ROM drive, mouse, and you always just have to see it. And then always you got the high-speed performance. But then we always just have to do it like faster than have to see it, and then get the chapters on the fly. So this HP sorry about that. Okay, this HP Desk Jack 5700 series that used in all kinds of languages and used as opposed to it. I have to see here. This is right back in copyright in 2004. But it always says I have to see it. You got this internet touch-based machine. However, people use always this. You have to see it. You got this hundreds of plugins for you, making clever uses for your limited graphics. The resultant in stuff like this. So you got the original compact mouse. You got Windows XP Hewlett-Packard keyboard. and I always just have to see it, and then I always have to do it all by myself. Well, I mean that's it for now. We got our new HP desktops and new speakers, but it isn't always just you have to see it. You have to protect this on the fly. But you have to like a serial mouse. You have to protect stores, but always just have to see it because I'm just have to do it. It's not just you have to label it and you have to do it. I must have to do a must-have. And potentially, using always this used to run Windows XP Home Edition, so there's Pack 1 on it. But you don't have to do it just did. You have to put this thing in. But it isn't always like a floppy drive or a CD-ROM drive, mouse. And you always just have to see it. You got usually have to protect this on the fly. So if it's not always this, you got the products on eBay. Now have to this and have this. This photo captured on December 16, 2018. But it doesn't always this, you have to see it, and then why you always this, and you have to reason to get the nostalgia computers at the same time. But this always this, and you have to see it. You got the greatest way. You have to get the presentation. You have to get lots of confidence. But then we always just have to see it like that. You got our faster performance there, and then you have to do applications. Let's look inside. So here's inside the machine on it. Usually you have to go inside the computer, and finally you usually always just have to see it. Using high-speed drives, and I guess the hard drive. But this thing have to do it like that. You're gonna got the motherboard, and then you'll see punching again handling. So let's put it right here. So this thing have to do like that. You got the BIOS thing, and then you always just have to see it. You have to submit me. That is next. You always say that it has to get the supports here, and this always says you have to do it, and then but you always says and have to see it that way. But I always have to submit. That's the real shusher sheesh. So I just have to worry about that and take a few seconds. So check my CD compared. You used to protect it on this special on your hard disk. So that confirms that HP Hewlett-Packard Pavilion 511N. There must be benefits, but you always says but it always says you have to see it. You got the have to see it. You got our usually always say have to tech and there's use for technologies. You're gonna got the high-speed USB performance. So this always says you have to see it, and then what you always says you have to see it, and then what you always says you have to protect us on the fly. But you always says you have to see it, and then you always says and used to run Windows 2000 and Windows XP. So it always says you have to see it, and then what you always says you have to see it that way. You could do a lot more of your PC, and finally, you could do a lot more of your PC. You can watch TV on your PC, and you can check your environmental program. So there's always this, you have to see it, and then what you always this, you have to see it, and help you get this, and have to get the plugins, and have to see it at the same time. But this always this, you get the production presentation process. Cause and also controls and have to see it. You got the lens standing on the bed, and photo creators from December 2018. So that's enough for this video, and I hope you see you again soon for this video. I hope you see you again soon for this week's I have to see it. If you used to hit updates on my future videos, just hit that subscribe button. Any comments, feedback, even you always just have to see it that way. So I can leave it down below. But all you have to do is because to hear from you. So this always just have to see it that way. And also you got the greatest nostalgia computers in the whole wide world. So let me go ahead and exit this video, and hope you see you guys soon for this video. I'll talk to you guys later. So this is Julian Melly sign off on Tuesday, September 17, 2019. Good night.